Good morning, student. Last class we studied about the consumer budget. So we studied the concept consumer budget, that it is a purchasing power or actual purchasing potential with which he or she can purchase a number of two goods provided their prices means you will already know what is the prices of good Y and good X, or two commodities which you are going to purchase. Here, the meaning of income is the money or the amount which you are having in your hand when you are going for purchasing. It is nothing but the amount or the money which you are having in your hand, that we will call it as the income. So I hope everyone understood the meaning of consumer budget. Today we will go through with the budget set. So budget set means it will give you the brief idea how many combination you can buy and what and all the availability that are there for you when you are going for purchasing. That things you will study under the budget set. A budget set is the set of bundles available to the consumer at the prevailing market prices at a given level of income. A budget set is a bundle. Bundles means the available of different bundles or availability of different commodities to the consumer. Different availability to the consumer at a prevailing market prices. At a prevailing market prices means the different prices or the different cost that is given to you. So there will be variety of commodity at a different prices. Last class I have given you the example phone, mobile phone. When it comes to the mobile phone and power bank, there are different prices are available. So that we will call it as a prevailing market prices. The present market prices at a given level of income. Income means the money which you are having in your hand. By using the money which you are having in your hand, you know the market prices, you know the prices of the commodity, and you are going to purchase those commodities from the market. A budget set includes all the possible combinations. So budget set include all the possible combination which and all available for you. It just give you the brief idea which and all the combination is available for you, and for which which availability you can choose or which combination you can choose, that will be drawn through the consumer budget. So consumption bundle that some can afford with the given the price of the goods and the person income level. The person income level and prices will be provided. So you know how much money is there in your hand, and when you are going to buy one commodity, you know what is the price of that particular commodity. So when we are studying here, we will take only two goods. So there are two factors or two goods that is available. So when we are going for the market, only two factors we are giving importance. That is, there are two factors that influence the consumer preference of the number of the goods to buy, that the number of goods that you are going to buy. Between two goods, only there are two choices available, good X and good Y. That is cost and income. Which and all the two factors going to influence? That is cost and income. The cost and income, two factors which will influence your purchasing. You are going to purchase two commodities. A consumer preference using two goods, that is 1 and 2. So let us frame one formula for this. So let us take price as a P1 for good 1 and P2 for good 2. So now you are going to purchasing two commodity, that is good 1 and good 2. So for good 1 we will keep it as a price P1. For good 2, we will keep the price as P2. And their quantities. So how much quantity you are going to purchase? 1, 2, 3. If it is in kg, 1 kg. If it is a liquid item, 1 liter, 2 liter. So the quantity which you are going to purchase. So first commodity quantity we will keep it as a X1, and second quantity of the second commodity we will keep it as a X2. So I repeat once again, there are two commodities now we are going to purchase, that is 1 and 2. For 1 we are keeping price as P1 and quantity as X1. For commodity 2, price we are keeping as a P2 and quantity as a X2. And income of the consumer is denoted by M, not I. It is denoted by M because it is the money or it is the amount which he is having in his hand. M is nothing but the amount the consumer is having in his hand. So we will keep it as a M. So how to write the equation? P1 into X1. So there is X1 is missing. So when you are writing, you write P1 dot X1. So why there is a dot? Dot means it is multiplication or into. So P into X plus P2 into X2. So if we want to know the income, so how we will measure? This is the equation we will use for the budget set. So why we are taking as a P1? Because it is a price of first commodity into the quantity of first commodity plus price of second commodity into quantity of the second commodity, which is lesser than or equal to M, which is lesser than or equal to money. So why there is only lesser than or equal to symbol are there? Why it is not having greater than? So if you remember, last class I said when you are going for market, you have two options. Either you can purchase the commodity which is equal to your income. If you are having 20,000, you can spend all 20,000 in the market to purchase two commodity. Another option that you have, you can spend less than 20,000. So you want to save some money. So you can spend 15,000, 12,000, 19,000, which is less than 20,000. What happens if you spend more than that? The shopkeeper will not give that particular commodity, because when you are purchasing, you have to give the money. If insufficient money is there in your hand, insufficient money is there, so that means you are not having enough money to buy that commodity. That time you will not get that commodity in your hand. That's why it always should be less than or equal to. It can be equal to your income or it can be less than your income. So that's why it is written as price of first commodity into quantity of first commodity plus price of second commodity into quantity of second commodity, which is lesser than or equal to money. The expenditure on both goods must be less than or equal to the money income of the consumer. The expenditure on the both goods. So both the goods we are including good X and good Y. It should be less than or equal to your money income. I said why it should be less than or equal to. You can't go for more than your income for the purchasing. This is budget constraint faced by a consumer. So here the examples are given. For example, a consumer has 20 rupees and both the good price at rupees 5 and their availability. So now you are having 20 rupees in your hand. Both the commodities having the price as a 5 rupees. Let us take one Dairy Milk chocolate and one Kit Kat chocolate. So both the prices are 5 rupees. Good X and good Y. That is Dairy Milk chocolate and Kit Kat. So now there is a availability. So how you can go through that? How much you can buy? The bundle that the consumer can afford. First one 0, 0. You can leave both the chocolate and you can come back home by taking 20 rupees to your back to your home. So that is available. So you can buy 1 Dairy Milk chocolate and 0 Kit Kat. That also option is there. Or you can buy 2 Dairy Milk chocolate and 0 Kit Kat. Next one, 3 Dairy Milk chocolate and 0 Kit Kat. And the fourth last option, you have 4 Kit Kat and 0 Dairy Milk. Why there is 4 comma 0? Because 4 into 5 is equal to 20. You have to spend either less than your income or equal to your income. You can't go for 5 because that much sufficient money you don't have. So next one, good eggs. So we are taking good eggs as a Dairy Milk. So again you can go for 0 Dairy Milk chocolate and 1 Kit Kat. That will be equal to 5. Then you can go for 1 Dairy Milk and 1 Kit Kat, which is equal to 10. The third option which you have, you can buy 2 Dairy Milk and 1 Kit Kat, which is equal to 15. Or you can go for third option, 3 Dairy Milk and 1 Kit Kat, again which income is equal to your money, that is 20 rupees. Now the third line or another option set you have, you can go for 0 Dairy Milk, 2 Kit Kat, 10 rupees. 1 Dairy Milk, 2 Kit Kat, which is equal to 15 rupees. 2 Dairy Milk chocolate, 2 Kit Kat chocolate, which is equal to 20. So that is the last availability. Next you can buy 3 Kit Kat, which is equal to 15 rupees. Or you can buy 1 Dairy Milk, 3 Kit Kat, which is equal to 20 rupees. The last availability that you have, either you can leave Dairy Milk chocolate completely and you can buy 4 Kit Kat, which is equal to 20 rupees. So you can see at first line at the end there is 4 comma 0. That means you are buying 4 Dairy Milk and 0 amount of Kit Kat, which is equal to 20. You can go for that option. Or you can purchase 4 Kit Kat and 0 amount of Dairy Milk, that is 04 at the end last line, which means you are not buying any amount of Dairy Milk chocolate, you can buy only the Kit Kat. So these are availability which is available for the consumer. You can choose any availability. So next class we will go through the graph. So I hope you understood till here. So let us quickly go through the graph. So in the graph it is explained among all these bundles 04, 31, 22, 04, all these are exactly equal to income. How it is exactly equal to income? Because for 4 chocolate, if 1 chocolate cost 5 rupees, 4 is equal to 20. 3 plus 1, again 4. 2 plus 2, 4. Again 0 plus 4, it is 4. All the other bundle cost is less than your income, that is it is less than 20 rupees. And remaining, there is some example are given. You cannot afford to buy bundles like 3, 3. Why? Because you can purchase only maximum 4 chocolates. 6, you don't have sufficient money in your hand. Or 4 plus 5, again it is greater than 4. You can't go for purchasing because they cost more than rupees 20 at the prevailing price. So here in graph there is one combination is given as a mangoes and another one apple. You can take it as a Dairy Milk and Kit Kat chocolate also, you can take it as an example. The quantity of apple is measured along with the OX axis and the OY axis measures mangoes. Any point in the diagram represent a bundle of 2 goods. Any point on the graph, it explains the combination of 2 commodities. Either that combination might be 0 or 4. 2 combination it represent. Any point on the budget line, that is C and D, that represent what? Maximum satisfaction, because you are spending all your income. So the line drawn there, it shows 20 rupees, that is P1 x1 plus P2 x2 is equal to M, that represent 20 rupees ka line. So any point on that line, it shows that you are spending 20 rupees. Below that point, that is A, B, C, that means you are spending less amount. That is, if your income is 20 rupees, you are spending 15, 10, 5. And above the line, that is the point E and F, that explains that you are not able to afford those commodity, because it can be 6, it can be 4, 5, it can be 3, 3. So which are not able to afford. So or below the budget line is affordable. So which and all are affordable here? A, B, C, D. The 4 points which are affordable for you. It can be equal to your income or it can be less than your income. Any point above the budget line is not affordable. That is point E and F, which is not able to afford for any consumer because income will be greater. So I hope you understood. I will send the notes. So write down the notes, go through with the notes. If you are having any difficulty, clarify with me. Thank you, students.